Hi, this is Majinone. Welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Disappointing. This actually was a really decent week for fighting out for the bad and the disappointing, but let's take a look at what we have for the good right now. And that is Batman Eternal #1. Overall, I was really pleased with this issue. Snyder did a fantastic job from start to finish. The art is also very solid. And I think the one thing that really drew me into this book is right from the beginning. Basically, Snyder sets up the story where Gotham is on fire. Bruce Wayne is, as you can see, he's unmasked. He's tied to the Batlight, and you see somebody in the background telling him, I've killed your or taken away your allies, and just watch your city burn. So that was very one of the best beginnings I've seen in a long time. Now, going into the story, we go back to the past where everything starts. Now we have a new character that's introduced into this called Jason Bard, and he's this new hire for for the police department. From there, we're on to this big police chase with Batman. You have those guys who dress up in the pig masks, and the fight scene and everything was really, I'll word it this way, it was more on the exciting side. It's not necessarily because of the fighting, but it really had a sense of movement and had a sense of, like, you're on this journey from point A to point B, and it had a nice flow to it. So that part, I really appreciated that. Now, from there, we get to where the downfall of James Gordon is, or Jim Gordon. Now, I don't want to go too much into it, but obviously something's going on where he's been tricked, and he causes a massive accident with the trains. There's a large number of people are dead, and they basically send him put him into custody. And you'll see when they have that DC News thing at the end talk about it, but that's this scene right here. And I thought all of this, it was really well illustrated. And this was one of those types of issues that you just want to get to the next one. And DC did do the right thing by putting Snyder on this one, because this is probably going to, Batman, unfortunately for DC's, their one-trick pony, where it's going to be the #1, #2 book for them. Okay, let's go with the bad. Mighty Avengers #9. As you can see on the cover, we get Ronin revealed. And this actually appealed to me because I really wanted to know who Ronin was. I had my theories, and I was like, okay, let's put this thing to the test. Even though I hate Land's art, we'll just still put it to the test. Oh man, I shouldn't have done it. Right from the beginning, they tease us, and that's fine. You want to tease me, say that you'll find out by the end of the issue. That's fine. But then we have Ronin fighting ninja were-snakes. And that doesn't go very well. Next, we have more of a background story with Blue Marvel. We see that he's trying to rescue his son from the neutral zone, and we get to see his past. Now, this part's okay. I don't mind all of this, but it's kind of like you just want to go to the reveal, and you stop caring about this part. Now, this part was interesting in the sense that you can see his placement in the universe, but you're just like going to the next page. I don't care. I don't care about Galactus. I don't care about this. I just want to know who Ronin is. And, you can see that he's a colossal failure as a father. He can't even save his son, blah, 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 blah. His other son's all pissed off at him. And, you're just going, I just want Ronin, Ronin, Ronin. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it. This Ronin reveal was a bunch of horse crap. That's all I got to say. Now, I can say that the character makes sense in the way he was being used up until this point. The abilities, certain abilities and things like that. That kind of stuff masked itself pretty well. But choosing this character also really truly does make the Mighty Avengers Minority Avengers. And to me it doesn't matter. To me what really matters is the story and the content. And there has been some really strong stories with Mighty Avengers, and there's been some that haven't been. And then when I saw the ending, it just kind of now made me go, did you just pick the character because he was the only one you could pick? Because, there's no other option? I don't know. All I know is I'm dropping Mighty Avengers. Now the disappointment. Now I know this may come as a shock, and this is my disclaimer. This is the best disappointment I have ever read so far. Now, what this issue here is this. You have the Beast, and he's talking to somebody in the shadows. And as you can pretty much just tell immediately when you see that head who it is. This was the best thing I have read in a long time. And you can almost argue this was even better than this. Because what it is, it's the Beast. And he's really being grilled about what he did. And they talk about, you're really jacked up the timeline, the possibility of your friends, and the mysterious stranger, which you can tell who it is based on the head, goes, this is what could have happened. Time is an infinite possibilities. And he goes one horrible thing after another. See, and this is where it became the disappointment, because see, for me, this was the best part of the story. And then you go, well, because you did this, Jean Grey, who was once this person, did blah blah blah, now becomes this person like Magneto. And then there's this, and then there's the Iceman thing, and then there's the evil dark angel killing everybody, and there's this and there's that, and then I'm like going, and then there's you who becomes a savage beast and blah blah blah, and then they go into everything that could have been good, and then again it's the X-Men are the saviors of everybody and they're loved by everybody. You have the X-Men go into space, explore, it's all those wonderful things. And then, the mysterious visitor whose ball just basically goes, you disappointed me. You really, excuse the language, but you really fucked things up bad. And so it's like that was just an awesome read. Awesome. But to me, this then became this big pinup book where you got all these artists who go, oh, hey, we need you to fill some pages, so can you please give us some stuff so we can make this a big anniversary, this is the big monumental 25th issue, like there's never been a 25th issue of an X-Men book before. And for me at least, it ruined the story because it distracted from the good that was going on between this discussion. Because to me, it's kind of like, well, you kept running your mouth. It was like a run-on sentence. But anyways, the best disappointment ever. And like I said, I think you will find a lot of people who will rank this thing really high, and they're going to be, screaming the praises of Bendis. And they're right in the sense that there really is some really this was a fantastic read. But for me, I can't. I didn't want to see all the infinite possibilities over and over and over again. I just wanted Beast to get schooled. That's what I wanted. But anyways, this is my good, the bad, and the disappointing. Let me know what is on your list. Like, share, Crunchyroll Anime Reviews, Facebook. I'll have more reviews later, so until next time.